Okay, no fancy intro, just me in the closet with all of these products that y'all let me pick up from Sephora during the savings event. So if you're interested in the makeup, skincare, and fragrance that I picked up, then keep watching. Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back. I'm Mercedes if you're new here, and this is my little girly corner of the internet where I make videos more recently around makeup, handbags, and maybe I'll get into fashion. If that's your jam, consider subscribing so you don't miss my regular uploads. Today I thought we would go through all the products that I picked up during the savings event. I didn't get everything from my cart. I got items that were in my cart, and then I also picked up some other items that I just decided to pick up. I was influenced, or I just remembered that I've been wanting those products. So without further delay, we talked enough. Get cozy, get a snack, get comfortable. I got a lot. I'm not even gonna say how much I spent. I'll total it up and it'll be somewhere. Let's kick it off actually with fragrance. Let's start off with Libre. So the Libre Flowers and Flames perfume, I did plan to pick this up. So if you saw my wish list video, I said I was going to pick her up. I do have the intent. This came out earlier this year. I just thought, you know, why not pick it up? Comes in this really pretty packaging. I did get the small size. It comes in 3 different sizes. This is the first time I've seen the bottle. She's small, but she's also very pretty. Okay, I picked up the Intense just to show you how different the sizes are. So you can see the Intense here on the right, and then you can see the Flowers and Flames on the left right here. Very different. This one is a little cheaper. Honestly, I feel like I should have gone with this size. I never used this before, other than spraying it in the store. I knew I liked the scent, and I didn't want to go off the deep end. I also honestly wanted the bottle, the small bottle, the mini bottle. So I thought this one might be a cute one to have on display. But honestly, I definitely think I'll end up going for this one. I'll include the notes on the screen, but I did want to just call out a couple of things. This is in the fresh fragrance family, and some of the key notes are Palm Tree Flower Accord, Lily Accord, and Orange Blossom Absolute. All notes that I'm a fan of. I can already tell that I'm going to want to pick it up in the large size. Let me just spray it. I wish you were in this room with me and you can smell her. So intense. I can smell the lily more than anything. She smells so beautiful. So glad that I decided to pick her up. I pretty much picked up every fragrance if you watch my wish list video that I said I was going to pick up. The next fragrance that I picked up is the Coco Mademoiselle from Chanel. Okay, this is one that I just wanted to restock up. I like to pair this with the Replica On a Date scent. And that's the scent that I like to layer this with. So I'm just picking her up. She's gorgeous. I'll tell you the notes and the family that this belongs to, but just look at her. She is gorgeous. I did go with the largest size because I know that I'm a fan of this scent. This is just stocking up on the scent that I purchased previously. She's a floral. She's a warm floral. Some of the key notes are orange, patchouli, which I mentioned I know is an acquired scent, but I'm a fan of patchouli, and Turkish rose. So I am excited that I decided to move forward and pick this item up as well. So this is again the Coco Mademoiselle, and then I have 2 more fragrances. I did go a little wild with the fragrances. I picked a total of 4 fragrances up. Honestly, I might pick up a Kayali scent tomorrow when I go shopping. That's probably the scent that I'll end up picking up. So like I said, this is probably not everything, but this is most of the stuff that I'm picking up during the sale. Okay, the next scent that I picked up is by Rosie Jane. It's the Missy Eau de Parfum. This scent is also from the Fresh Florals family, and it has the notes of green mandarin, coconut, and pineapple. It's the coconut and the pineapple for me that does it every time. I've actually wanted to pick up this scent for a while. I'm so glad that I picked it up. Even without spraying it, I can smell it. It looks like there's a little bit of the fragrance that has spilled out, which is kind of scary. It still looks pretty full, but maybe in shipping somehow I can smell it. I can smell the coconut, I can smell the pineapple, and it just smells incredible. So glad that I picked this one up. I think this will be a nice everyday scent. It's a eau de parfum, which is really nice. I feel like it will layer well with a lot of the other fragrances that I currently have in my collection. It's a cute little bottle, so I think it'll be great to travel with. Yes, it's 1.7 fluid ounces, so it's TSA approved. It comes in a couple different sizes. Maybe this size is the largest size, and it comes in a smaller size, so I thought that I would pick her up. The last fragrance that I picked up is from Jo Malone. I picked up my last Jo Malone scent during the spring savings event. Okay, so I picked up the Jo Malone English Pear and Freesia cologne, which packaging, look at it, always. Jo Malone always understands the assignment with the packaging, like seriously. These cute little boxes, like not that you care about this, but this packaging, and look at this bottle. I picked up the largest size. Smells incredible. I can smell it has pear notes. I think it also has freesia, obviously, freesia and patchouli. So another scent with a patchouli key note. It's a fruity floral. I love a fruity floral scent. Like not a juvenile floral, but I like a fruity floral every now and again. And look at this packaging. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm excited. I'm glad that I picked it up and added it to my fragrance family. I've been wanting to pick this up. There was this scent and another scent. I'll put it down on the screen. I have it saved in my cart. I was on the fence about this one or that one, and I'm glad that I moved forward with this one. Let me see. I might layer this one. Oh, that smells incredible. So 4 fragrances later, I didn't do too much damage on the fragrance department. Okay, let's shift to skincare. In skincare, I only got 2 backups of products, and then I tried a new product. Let's just cover the new product. So I talked about this in my wish list video. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin E Enriched Face Base. So it's an all-in-one primer moisturizer that has several different vitamins. I think vitamin B, C, and E, as well as hyaluronic acid, squalene, shea butter that's supposed to create a very smooth, perfect base for applying your makeup. This reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I think I called it something else in my previous video, but I've been wanting to try her out. Okay, it comes in 3 different sizes. I decided to pick it up in this medium size. It smells good. It has promise. I know a lot of people said they tried it before. I know there was a better deal on this, so I'm probably gonna return it and pick it up in the pack. I think there's one of the sets where it offers 2 of these, but either way, I think I'm gonna like it. If I don't, it's Sephora, so we're gonna return her. But I thought, why not pick it up and try it? Because again, I like to try new products during the sale. And then I also like to stock up on products. So let's swing into the Tatcha. Let's talk about the Tatcha, the Deep Cleanse. So this is one of my favorite products. It's a gentle exfoliating and clarifying face cleanser that uses fruits. It's supposed to refine pores without leaving the skin feeling overly dry and stripped. I can attest to this. I've been using this for years. I have combination skin, so I'm pretty oily in my T-zone, but some cleansers are just too clarifying. They can strip this skin too much of its natural oils. That's not the case with this Tatcha. Okay, this Tatcha is just a restock. The current one that I have is almost out. I've talked about this product so much on my channel. I can't rave about it enough. I did pick up stuff other than makeup. The other thing I'll say about the Tatcha just very quickly before I move on to the very last skincare product that I picked up is I like the fact that it's a physical exfoliant, meaning that it has these really tiny exfoliant beads that I just love the feeling of rubbing them against my face and actually removing some of those dead skin cells on my face. Again, without it being overly stripping and drying of my natural oils. So the last thing that I picked up was also in my cart. So this is the Belief True Aqua Bomb sunscreen with broad spectrum SPF of 45. This is a staple. I rave about it. One of the things that I love about this, no white cast, 45 SPF, moisturizer, sunscreen combination. I like that it's great for all skin types, and it has UVB and UVA protection, and it also has niacinamide as an ingredient. I've tried a lot of sunscreen in my day, and even though this is a chemical sunscreen and not a mineral, which is my preference, I do like the fact that you don't get a cast. So these are the 3 skincare items that I picked up. Let's finally shift into makeup, and we'll do so by kicking it off with some makeup brushes. So I picked up a total of 4 makeup brushes. I'll cover the Sephora collection brushes first. I recommended both of these brushes in my brush recommendations video. One is the Sephora 70 and one is the Sephora 59. There was no way I was letting 30% off pass me by. I was definitely going to take advantage of that. The 70 is a full coverage foundation brush that you can use with creams, liquids, and stick product types. It's an incredible brush for buffing in your foundation and getting the full coverage out of your foundation. Love this brush, 2 pieces, and so I had to pick up a backup. Another brush from the Sephora collection that I'm a huge fan of is the 59, which is a precision powder brush. I recommended this one. I rave about this brush because as much as I love the 50, which is their very large powder brush, I like the 59 even more because it allows you to get more targeted in your application of powders. I think you can use press and loose setting powders as well as press foundations and whatnot. You can see it's gonna fluff up, but this is what it looks like straight out of the package. It will look like this at some point. Here's my dirty one that I've had for years, but for right now, she's nice and clean. This is only my second one. I love this so much. You know what I think about when I get brushes? I think about what are the brushes that I use so often when I get backup brushes that I would love to have another one. This is one of them. These 2. So those are the 2 Sephora collection brushes that I picked up. And then I picked up one that was in my cart, which is the House Labs by Lady Gaga concealer brush. Beautiful, heavy. One thing I'm noticing right out of the packaging and out of the box is how heavy this brush is. You can see that it has these slanted, tapered bristles. It's also very dense. How densely packed these synthetic bristles are. And the shape, it's perfect for getting in the eye area, the inner eye area. And I think also spot correcting other parts of the face. I think around the mouth, this could be perfect. This could also be good for chiseling and carving out other parts of the face with other cream products. I am excited. I think the brush is nicer than I thought it would be, to be honest. The truth is, y'all, I love a good concealer brush. Like, I'm a sucker for a concealer brush. It is going to get me every single time. And if there's a good one on the market, I want to try it out. And I have had this on my wish list, believe it or not, for some time, for a long time, and I just hadn't picked it up. The very last makeup brush we're going to cover is from Patrick Ta. Now this one just happened yesterday. I was not planning to pick this up, but it has been on my wish list for a very long time. I just didn't move forward on it before yesterday. So this is the Patrick Ta dual-ended sculpting brush, or the 4 contour 2 brush. Very nicely packaged on the inside, and I always like the way his brushes are wrapped. So this is a dual-ended brush, just like one of my favorite dual-ended nose contour brushes, which is also from his line. This is one that I actually have 2 of in my collection that I use to contour my nose. So this brush is very similar to that brush, except it's for contouring the face, contouring and bronzing. You can see how beautiful that brush is. So you have this fan shaped end, and then you have this fluffy angled brush end. And this one I believe is for using the cream products to apply them and start to blend them out and chisel the face a little bit more into the contours. And then the fluffy end is for applying the powder products to set it. I did not think this brush was as soft as it is. I've seen it in the stores, and honestly, you know how the brushes in Sephora look so bad? Like, they are in bad shape, the ones that are on display, because they've just been touched so much by everybody under the sun. I would touch this brush and it felt very gross. All their face brushes outside of the nose contour brush felt gross, and this does not feel that way at all. If they felt rough, it feels extremely soft. I cannot wait to use this. I love a good faux contour moment for me, which is to apply my bronzer in such a way that it mimics contour. I like to bronze more than I like to contour, and so I thought this would be a great brush to add to the collection. So I only got a total of 4 brushes. If you watch my spring savings event video, I may have got so many brushes that, like, I got a lot of brushes. And to be honest, I do not use a lot of those brushes that I picked up then. I hate to say it, when you reach a point when you have like bought so many brushes, like it's impossible to use them. So now I'm really thoughtful about the brushes that I picked up. So I feel like the ones that I picked up are going to be ones that I would use every day in my makeup routine. So I'm really looking forward to those. Okay, let's shift gears and talk quickly about blush products, because I picked up 4 blush products. Yes, and all of these were in my cart. I picked up one of the Mario Soft Pop Blush Stick. This is the color Soft Coral. This is what they look like. Here's the new one. This one is just in a coral. It does not look that good in the packaging. I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna swatch it on the back of my hand so you can see that it is very pretty. But if you haven't seen it before on my channel, I rave about these products. So it's a stick, you twist this stick up. On one end, it also has a brush, which is really nice. I did do a quick swatch on the back of my hand. I might not be able to swatch everything, but I did want to show you that this is actually really pretty. So I love a good coral moment. And so I thought that I would pick this up. Like I said, I already have a number of them in my collection. I know that I like the formula. I like a good stick formula moment. In fact, lately I've been using these Rhode. I had to cave and pick them up. Pocket blushes. I like stick blushes. What can I say? I like blush. That's why I picked up 2 of the Makeup by Mario Soft Pop Plumping Blush Veil. And I picked up one in the color Strawberry Sunset and the other in the color Paradise Pink. I already have one in the color Papaya Pop. These you would use, they're less pigmented, they offer more of a radiant finish, and they are in a pot. So that's the difference between these and the other product. I did feature this in my recommendations video, and I also featured these in the what's in my cart / wishlist video because I knew I wanted to pick these 2 up, and I picked them up. So this is the Strawberry Sunset color, and let's pick up the Paradise Pink. Yes, they're both pink. They're a little different. Here is the Paradise Pink, definitely more of a blue-based pink. We're going to swatch this one. Very pigmented though. Even though this is like sheerer than the sticks, I still feel like it's pretty pigmented. And let's swatch the Strawberry Sunset. Now that I see them on my hand, they do look very similar, but I promise they are subtly different. There we go. I will include markers on the screen if I can remember so that you can know which are which. The formula on these Mario blushes is superb. They blend out very well. If you apply too much blush, which maybe there's no such thing in your opinion, but you can easily blend them out with your brush, with your finger. You can apply the stick with your finger. The last blush that I decided to move forward with is a kit. So I did pick up a couple of kits, I guess. This is the Danessa Myricks Beauty Forever Flush Blurring Balm Powder set. It comes with 2 full-size blushes, which you can also use on the lips, so lip and cheek, which I love. A product that you can use in a number of ways as part of your makeup routine. So one of the 2 full-size blushes is Dancing Queen and the other is Spice Latte. And then the 2 small ones, one is Jubilee and one is Red Velvet. The reason I thought this one made sense to pick up, one, it's $35. This is a $75 value pack. I'm pretty sure I was planning on picking up Dancing Queen, and I've definitely thought about Jubilee at times as well. I'm a huge fan of these. I meant to grab them out of my blush drawer because I love these. I used to use these like crazy. They are potted as well. Let's see. They just have these little screw caps that screw off. Look at that color. I thought this would be perfect for the fall. The other one, which is Spice Latte, I feel like it's just a nice nudie brown pinky nude color. So then it also again came with Red Velvet and Jubilee, and these are the small. I love that this one is red. So Red Velvet will probably be perfect for both the cheeks as well as applying to the lips. If you are a fan of NARS Exhibit A, you might like Red Velvet as your cream base, and then you might top it off with the NARS product. So that's Red Velvet, and then let's go in with Jubilee. So you can't beat it. The price of this pack is only a little bit more expensive than one of these. So if you're planning on picking up one of these or you want both of these, to me it just made good sense to actually go ahead and move forward with them. So I'm very excited. So y'all, that was a lot of blush. I know. Let's shift gears and actually talk about Complexion. So I picked up 3 Complexion products. Let's just start with the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. I bought this product like 3-4 times. I had to double check my Sephora purchase history because I've tried, and I hope that this time works. So I bought it a number of times in different colors. I've also sometimes not loved the formula. I like the translucent, like the plain universal blurring balm. I think it's an incredible base for applying your complexion product. The colored ones, I've struggled because really Danessa needs to have a little bit more colors in the range. I think there needs to be something between the 7, in the 8.5, and you might say, yes, there is an 8, but it's too warm. So this, I hope, will work for me. It's a newer shade. So it's neutral. I have neutral undertone. The 7 made me look ashy. The 8 was too warm. So hopefully the 8.5 works. But I thought, why not try it out? This product can be used on its own for those no makeup looks, or, and this is how I'm planning on using it for the most part, you can apply this underneath your foundation as a base to help preserve your makeup throughout the day. So I'm looking forward to trying it out again, but I just want to be honest, it's not the first time that I've tried my hand at that product. Look at this package. So this is the Merit the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick. I recommended this one in my recommendations video, and I had it in my cart. So here is the one that I already have in my collection. It's in the shade Amber, if I'm not mistaken. I picked it up in the shade Cacao this time during the sale because I wanted to be able to use it as a bronzer contour product. So it's a little darker than the shade that I already have, and look at the shade. I'm gonna compare it to the shade that I use for All Over, and you can see what I'm trying to do here. Let me know if you think it'll work. So here it is. Here is my All Over shade, and then here is the new shade in Cacao. Amber Cacao. Yes, I think that's gonna be perfect. So one of the main things that I thought would be nice about this is the shape. So especially when I'm trying to carve out the area on my nose to make my nose look more sculpted, I felt like this shape would be perfect for that. So that's why I picked her up. I like the product. I made the recommendation. So if you want a fuller description on this product and want to know why I'm a huge fan of it, you should check that video out. The last complexion product that I picked up is from Say. This is the Slip Tint Concealer. It's the Radiant All Over Concealer. So I wasn't planning on picking this up. I picked it up in the shade 14, but I was in the Sephora last week finalizing my list, because that's something that I like to do, especially when I order online. And I ordered online. That's why it took me so long. My order came in on Friday, and I just had a really busy weekend. But I was in Sephora and I just seen it. I came across it. I picked it up, like I said, in the shade 14. Look at the packaging. This shade I picked up for my under eye, in particular in the inner corner, to really brighten that area. You can see it has a lovely doe foot applicator here. It's a big applicator. But I wanted to try it out to see how it would do. It's supposed to be a more radiant finish, so not full coverage, which is fine for me because, again, I plan to use it mostly in the inner corner of my eye. So that was the last Complexion per se product. Let's shift gears now and talk about the powders. So these are the powders that I picked up. Really quickly, I picked up one of the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Loose Setting Powders in the shade Blondie. I already have it in a couple of shades, but I wanted to pick it up. Is it just me? I can never open these up. Blondie has been on my radar, in my cart for a while. It's deeper than the shade that I currently have, and it has more of a yellow undertone. Huda Beauty, Laura Mercier, in one size, you could not go wrong with their powders. All three of them are incredible. The powder itself is so fine. The color payoff is there. This is just gorgeous. That's the powder, but yeah, I can already tell. I like that. I like how warm that is. I like the warmth, and I love the color. All right, I think this is gonna work. We'll see. I'll test it out in a video because I know the formula will be there. We'll just see if the shade will be one that I end up liking. I also picked up the Laura Mercier setting powder. This is their tone up. It's their pink setting powder. I don't know if it's talc free. Most of the Laura Mercier powders are talc free. Laura Mercier powder and me go together real bad. In all seriousness, I love the Laura Mercier setting powders probably more than I love Huda or One Size. And I've just been wanting to try this one. So this product was in my wish list video. This is just a I want to try it out moment. I have at least one, maybe two other pink loose setting powders. This one was supposed to be good. It's supposed to help with brightening, especially where you have darker under eyes. And again, I plan to use it mostly in the inner quarter, or when I'm doing a really bright pink blush and I'm wanting to blend it out and do more of a gradient ombre effect. You know, why not try it out during the sale, because the Laura Mercier setting powders are pricey. I think they're more expensive than the other ones, but anyhow. I also picked up the YSL All Hours Hyper Bronze Hyaluronic Acid Infused Bronzing Powder. Now, I wanted to pick this up a minute ago when she came out, and I couldn't find it in a lot of my stores, so I had to hunt for it. But anyhow, I finally found it in my shade, which is Dark Sienna, number 5. This is the deepest shade. I need YSL to get it together, but I'm not surprised, especially after they just had the issue with not having an inclusive color range for their most recent liquid blush release. I'm not surprised that they also struggled on this. So I finally got my hand on it. This one I did a pickup order. So I did 3 separate orders. I didn't talk about all the orders that I did. 3 separate orders. 2 pickup, and then 1 big order that was delivered. Gorgeous. That color, this shade might not look deep enough, but it's very similar to my Juvia's Place bronzer. It looks pretty similar to the one at the top. So maybe it doesn't on here, but I think it's gonna work out. I tested it out in the store. It's gorgeous. Love the packaging. I am a sucker for a bronzer product. Like all types, cream, sticks, as well as powder bronzers to set. But let me know what you think about these products, all of these products. Really quickly, let's talk about this. Dented Up One Size Onto Dawn Setting Spray. So I picked this up, and I want to show you the 3 different sizes because I have them right here. This size, okay, this is the normal size. This is the travel size. And this is the limited release jumbo size. Compare them all. Massive. I love this setting spray. I make the recommendation every opportunity I get. I'm not gonna recommend it to you. I'm just going to say, because this is just what I picked up. It's my haul. I picked her up because I go through this. Like, this is pretty much empty at this point. I'm almost done. And so when I saw this big one, I had to get it. I have a really big Charlotte Tilbury one. I don't think it's this big, but she big too. That came out, I think, in the spring, and I'm still using her. So anyways, I thought I would pick this up. This is my favorite waterproof, long-wearing mattifying. It says it's transfer proof. It's not transfer proof in my experience, but it is mattifying and it is long-wearing. So I picked up this big one. So I picked up that Natasha Denona I Need a Warm eyeshadow, and I ordered this one. Y'all look at this little extra box that it came in. I kept it in this for y'all. I haven't even opened it. I have not opened up any of this stuff. Oh, wow. That is nice. Love the packaging, because I would hate for it to arrive broken. So then inside of it, it's got some peanut wrapping on it. And then there is the box. I Need a Warm palette. It's open, but that's okay. Hopefully it's not broken. Oh, beautiful. I've never seen the actual palette. I just ordered this on the strength of what I saw online. What an absolute beauty. It's like this pale pink color, and it has this different texture in this design. I'm sure it's not coming through. And then look at the design on the back. Beautiful. Let's open her up. Okay, this is the test. Is it broken? No, not only is it not broken, but it is beautiful. Beautiful. Look at this. I almost broke it. It almost slipped out of my hand. Look at those colors. Beautiful. Wow. Warms, shimmers, a combination of matte shades as well as shimmery iridescent finishes. You can't beat this. I mean, you can beat it. You don't have to buy it, because I know we all have a lot of eyeshadow. And if you are not new here, I barely wear eyeshadow, but I'm trying, and I wanted to pick up a palette. I haven't bought a new palette in a little while. Maybe that's not true, but I haven't bought a new palette, a big palette, in a little while, and I thought this one would actually be perfect. So it's got this mirror here. It's beautiful. I'm so excited. Look at those shades. I cannot wait to play around with this Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. Okay, now let's transition into the last category, which is lips. These are the lips. I love lips, and in my own defense, there's a combination of backups and there are some new products that I just wanted to try. Let's do the backup / new product hybrid, which is this Fenty Beauty Glossy Posse. And it comes with 3 full-size lip products. And I already have them, so I'm not gonna open it up. You might be wondering, you said you already had it, why do you buy another one? Well, my friends, I wanted to have a backup, because one is a limited release, and who knows if Fenty Beauty will make it permanent. So here are the 3 different shades already. It comes with Dragon Mommy, which is the new shade. Love it. It's this beautiful shimmery bright pink that looks so good. All of these look incredible over a brown liner, but this one beautiful. So I wanted to have another one. And then it comes with Fenty Glow, which is their cream-based formula. You can never get enough of Fenty Glow. And then this is my least favorite, which is one of the formulas from their Heat line, and this is Hot Cherry. I like the shade, but I don't like the way the tingling slash burning feels on the lips. So I'm not a huge fan, but I have people in my life who do like this formula, who don't experience as much burning. They just experience tingling, because I understand it hits people differently. But for me, this one is a no-go. These two are a yes. And so I wanted to pick up a backup. So that's just why I picked up this. And who knows, I might give it away for Christmas to someone after all of that. Yeah. Let's finish lip glosses, because I have these three that I'm actually going to cover all at once, because they are all from the Huda Beauty line. Huda, I love me some Huda Beauty lip glosses. I recommended these in my recommendations video. One is the Glassy Faux Filler Extra Shine Lip Gloss. I swear by this because it is high shine, not sticky, not tacky. It's what I'm wearing on my lips right now. It's probably sticking together because I reapplied it really bad. I have a bad habit of putting too much on, but that's just me. I also picked up two of the new ones. These are shimmer lip glosses, so they're a slightly different formula. And I picked up one in the shade, I can't even read that. I think it says She's Glitzy, but you cannot read it from the packaging. She Glitzy is very similar to She's Glassy, but it has this iridescent pink color. I'm excited about this one. I did not used to be into an iridescent lip until I got into the MAC lip glosses that have the iridescent sparkle in them years and years ago, just in the center of my lip. Even though my lips are out of control in this moment, I'm gonna apply a little bit right in the center. So I like to apply it right in the center of the lips just to give me a little more dimension. Let's see what this looks like. You can barely see it, and I would apply a little bit more, but I already have so much of the lip gloss on that it's sticking and looking a hot mess, so I didn't want to add any more. But super excited about this lip gloss. And then I picked up one more, which is in the color She's Flirty. This is also more of an iridescent shimmer lip gloss, but it has a baby pink color. So while this one is largely translucent, this one has a little bit more color, and it's pink. It's beautiful. And I love this Huda Beauty formula. I don't know what took me so long to get on the bandwagon of these Huda Beauty. I also have Sugar Baby is another color. It's like a light pink, but it took me a long time. But better late than never. Your girl has arrived to the party late, but I am here. And I'm in love with this Huda Beauty Faux Filler lip gloss line. I just love the way they make my lips look when I go in and line them with a lip liner, which is a great segue to the second to last. I mean, I have three more lip products that I want to cover, but let's just talk about the lip liner since we're talking about liners. I featured both of these in my what's in my cart / wish list video. One is a lip liner from Rare Beauty. It's the Kind Words liner in the shade Strong. So this is a warm brown shade. It's very deep. I was very excited about how deep it is. Oh yeah. Oh, it's beautiful that comes through. And then and it's very creamy. I like that it's a self-sharpening, so you could just twist it up, which is nice. It's kind of like the Huda Beauty liners. I love a good twist up liner moment. I'm a huge fan of lining my lips with brown liner, and so I thought it was a no-brainer to pick that up. I like to try different liner formulas too across the various makeup brands, just to compare them and see which ones are the best, and just to have options in my collection. On that note, I picked up the Say Beauty Lip Liner 101, and it is in the shade Tease. It's also sort of a warm, plummy brown liner. It kind of reminds me, when I swatched it in the store, it reminds me a little bit of the MAC Plum liner. Let's do a swatch right next to the Rare Beauty liner. They kind of look similar, but you can see how they're different. The formula on the Say one right away feels drying. They're supposed to be both be long wearing. The Rare Beauty feels creamier. So if you don't like the creamy liners, because typically like the creamier they are, sometimes in my experience, they are not as long wearing unless they have just been manufactured to be really creamy and long wearing. Because there are creamy ones that are long wearing, like the Huda Beauty, and the Rihanna's are, the Fenty Beauty ones are creamy and also long wearing. But I cannot wait to start pairing these with these Huda Beauty lip glosses, because right now I am in the era apparently where I'm not wearing lipstick, straight lip gloss, over the top of a liner. So those were the only liners. The only other liner that I'll give an honorable mention to, because I'm just waiting on it to come back in stock, is the Sephora Molasses 17 liner. It's in a deep brown color. That was in my what's in my cart wish list video, and I just wasn't able to get my hands on it, unfortunately, because it is sold out. So if you're looking for it too, hopefully it'll come back in stock. Turn on your notifications so you get notified when it's back in stock, and hopefully you'll be able to get your hands on it too. This is the very last product that I think I picked up, and it's most certainly the last lip product that I picked up. And this is just a backup of the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm in the limited shade, which is Hot Cocoa. It smells and tastes like hot cocoa. They did a great job at making it smell and taste like hot cocoa. This is a limited release. Who knows? Summer Fridays has a track record of re-releasing and making their limited releases permanent. I think it is a smart strategy just to see like how much traction does the actual lip balm get. Is it going to sell, and then bringing them back only when they really sell. And so I don't know how this one is doing because it's always in stock. Some of the ones they released in the past, like birthday cake, when they released them, you could not get your hands on them. So I bought like 4 or 5. I know, I'm sorry, I'm that person. But I didn't for this one. Even for the one they released before this, it's now permanent. It's a coffee one, I think iced coffee. I bought a bunch of them, but I only bought one of these. So this is only my second one. So I like the color payoff, for one. I like the formula. I like that it's not sticky and tacky. And I like that it's, you know, even though it's not the most nourishing and moisturizing, there are better products on the market in terms of moisturizing your lips. I'm not necessarily looking for that in this product. So I'm a fan of them, which is why I picked this one up. Oh, I lied. There was one more product. This was sitting on my lap. This is the Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Lip Gloss in the shade Lavender Sorbet. Beautiful product. Talked about this in my recommendations video. I like it. Here, I'll swatch this one even though I didn't swatch anything else. It's really this pale pink lavender color. It's beautiful. It smells good. I like the formula. Even though it's a plumping lip gloss, you probably can't see it. So sometimes I don't swatch these a lot because you can actually see them. But even though this one's a plumping formula as well, I don't find that it does much plumping, at least for me. But 2, it also does not burn or irritate my lips in any way, which is perfect for me. So I'm a huge fan of it. I like the way it looks with a brown liner. You won't be surprised by that. Like a lighter or even a darker brown liner. And this in the center, fire. The one thing about it is you don't get a lot of product. They probably are all the same, but for whatever reason, I feel like this one runs out a lot quicker than like any of my other lip glosses. So I'll just note that. I think that's everything, y'all. I cannot wait to see what you think about the products that I picked up and also what you picked up. So comment down below if you picked up any of these products, if you had them previously. Let me know what you think about them. Sound off in the comments. I absolutely love hearing from you. But if you are still here, that would be amazing. So if you made it this far, put a lipstick down in the comment section. But more importantly, let me know what you're planning on picking up. Let me know what you think. Thank you so much for your time. I know you could be watching anything else on the YouTube platform, and I appreciate you tuning into my little slice of YouTube. If you like what you see, consider subscribing. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my future releases, which soon will be me trying out some of these new products, testing out this I got a couple new brushes. I would like to try them out. So subscribe so you don't miss what's coming up next. And until next time, bye.